Yours is recording? We're all
Yep,
good?
we're recording.
Okay, word. Woo! I don't know what Karen to talk to now.
Yeah.
Welcome back to... this is actually kind of hard. Welcome back to O3FM, episode number 10. I'm Kevin, joined by my co-host, Jake. We have a little bit of an upgrade. We got... I'm probably going to forget. Well, now we have two cameras, so there's this one and this one.
Yeah.
We don't have a third to just go on Jake yet, but we're going to work on that. I'll let you go through.
Yeah.
Go through the
So
rest.
just a quick setup. We want to jump right into it because it's going to be really dope today. But we got two Rode pod mics, and then we have the Zoom PodTrack P4. And so we're completely recording external, separate from the cameras, which if you guys don't know like tech terms, that basically means that we've upgraded our fucking shit and it's going to be dope. And it sounds amazing already. So we're going to jump in. We have some dope topics.
We do.
Really quick, we just want to say shout out to everyone. We blew up like overnight, like over 2,000 followers on TikTok.
We went from 300 followers to, are we at like 2,400 now?
23 or something.
In one day. It's actually started kind of late in the day too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So absolutely killing it on TikTok. We went live and a couple names came through. Emily, Rachel, Jess, Cameron.
Adam, our biggest hater.
Thank you. But
thank you to everyone else who joined. We were abruptly ended when we got temporarily banned for bullying and harassment.
Yeah, we literally got banned.
Don't know why. I'll try to cut out my potty mouth next time we record.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
We're going to try to go live before every episode. Mm-hmm. This episode, now we had all the new equipment that we were trying to set up. Yeah. So it was a little bit... It was different, but hopefully from now on it's a lot smoother in the beginning so we can go live for longer and talk to you guys more, which will be exciting.
Yeah.
There's something else I had to say. But
I don't know, man. There's so much to say right now.
I know. Hopefully we sound really crisp. Me and Jake went berserk when we first heard the audio clip.
Yeah,
which was
like
awesome.
I wish we were recording behind the scenes because me and Kevin both like jumped and
we both went like
smile. Just because like upgrading the mic quality is unreal. Like we put a pretty big down payment into this.
It was an investment.
It was definitely an investment, but we're so excited to actually just really get into it. So yeah, let's jump right into it.
All right, so I have a couple really good topics.
Okay.
I spent the hours browsing through different
All right, you had a lot of time.
Sources to try to find some cool things.
Dope.
And there's one, you may have heard about this. I'm not sure when the original article came out, but I found one. I heard about it somewhere else, and then I found an article from August, like the beginning of August. Mm-hmm. And Miami is... I thought they were just in talks about it, but apparently it's actually going to go into effect, I think. They're going to move all of their homeless people off of the streets onto an island.
What?
Off of the coast of Miami.
That can't be real.
It is real. Multiple people have talked about it. So I don't know how this shit is going to work. Are they just going to like pick them up, put them on a boat? But what I'm curious about is like...
I just want to make sure the technicals are running well. Keep going.
So I don't want to be mean, but homeless people normally are addicted to some drugs. And I don't think they get the drugs from other homeless people. So are they going to have to drop drugs onto the island? Because if... Some people might go crazy if they don't have... Like, they might swim back to Miami.
That might be like Hunger Games.
I was thinking World War Z, like the Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah. We're not trying to, like, make like fun of this topic. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I'm killing this. Okay, sorry. We're not trying to, like, make fun of these kinds of people, but it's just something to talk about.
It's just an interesting thing that I'm surprised is actually happening.
Yeah, that's scary because a lot of people who are addicted to like heavy drugs, like the withdrawal process isn't as simple as cold turkey or anything like that. No. They have like serious issues.
There'd have to be medical plans almost on because half the people could just die if they get like crazy withdrawal symptoms.
So this is definitely happening.
I'm gonna look up.
Maybe
I'm gonna look at the article again.
Okay.
Because I looked it up because I heard about someone talk about it, and then I looked it up. Channel 8 News, which I'm pretty sure is popular. The name of the article is, bad idea, Miami advances plan to move homeless onto island.
What?
City of Miami commissioners vote this week to pursue a pilot program to build a designated zone for people experiencing homelessness. Despite some calling it a bad idea and heartless, the program calls for the construction of 50 to 100 tiny homes on Virginia Key, an 863-acre barrier island. The location is home to a summer camp for kids. A sewage plant is not too far away, and right across the water is one of the most expensive zip codes in the United States.
Wow.
So I guess Florida has about 27,000 people who are experiencing homelessness, and the program would house only about 100. What? There's only going to be 100 out of 27,000?
I don't know.
But imagine, like, so remember the one episode we talked about uncontacted tribes?
Yeah.
Imagine if the people from North Sentinel Island took a voyage, they finally left their island, and they land on the fucking homeless island. And that's the only thing that they know about humans is the fucking homeless island.
Dude, that is... I don't even know where to begin. Like
I don't think it's a good idea.
There would genuinely be so many deaths.
They would just fight each other, I feel like.
Yeah, like low-key, because, again, what I was saying was they're going to have, like, withdrawals, like, symptoms, which could include, like, aggression and, like, crazy shit like that. So not only would they potentially, like, try to commit suicide, hurt others, or even, like, try to swim back to mainland, and, that would... yeah, it wouldn't go well.
I don't want to be mean. Have you seen the movie World War Z with Brad Pitt?
I haven't. I know what it's like, though.
There's a scene where...
It's like a horde, right?
Yeah, there's a city with a massive wall built around it.
Okay.
It's like a couple hundred feet tall cement wall.
Okay.
And in the movie, the zombies are triggered by sound. Like, they can't see, I believe.
Okay.
So if you walk, they won't hurt you. If you make a noise, they'll attack you.
Mm-hmm.
So... I'm trying to remember the scene. I haven't seen it in a while, but someone makes a noise where there's like people dancing, playing music, and it triggers like all the zombies, and they start attacking. And there's this scene of thousands of zombies. The wall is a couple hundred feet tall, and they're piling on top of each other, building up the wall.
Oh my god!
The horde makes a mountain, and then one guy gets up, and like one guy climbs with the other guy, and they build
a ladder.
And then there's a scene. Okay, so a guy in a helicopter comes by and he's like shooting them. That's obviously not gonna happen to the homeless people.
I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
I just imagine like the homeless island, like the homeless people, like filing up off the mountain to try to get out of the wall to get their drugs.
Bro, we're getting canceled.
I know. I'll cut this out.
Definitely not. But
it would definitely be a crazy thing to happen.
I think like it's one of those things that was probably proposed, and I'd assume it's gonna get shut down when it comes to like Congress or like anything like that, any sort of government. But I mean, if they say they're definitely doing it, I'd love to see how it goes,
Yeah, but also it is only 100 people.
Yeah,
I don't even see the point in that. I feel like they're just wasting money.
Yeah.
But it is a good idea to bring homeless people to one area to try to help them. I don't know if an island is a good idea, but
yeah. Well, I think like a solution to homelessness. I know of course like people are going to say like there's not going to be a way to do it or there's certain ways to do it. But like why can't they just like build like shelters kind of in its own community?
I think there are, but the issue is how many homeless people there are in certain cities.
Yeah. But I mean think about it, like even it could even be like a system that they just keep going through, like someone comes in, they go through like rehab or recovery and they get them back,
That's a
on
good
their
idea.
feet.
I'm sure it's been tried and something probably went wrong with it.
Definitely.
But it would be cool to see if it actually worked in the future.
Yeah. Really quickly, I just wanted to say I feel so official with these mics.
I feel more into it than I have. I think the first 9 episodes combined.
I'm dialed.
Just
now.
having this like I can like hold on to it.
Yeah.
It just feels so much better.
Yeah.
Very official.
Should we talk about how much we potentially put in? I don't see why not.
I say yeah, go for it.
Because it'd be cool.
You know
to share
the numbers more than I do.
Yeah, so just to quickly share how much we put into this podcast. When we first started the podcast, we put in $0. The Blue Yeti, which was the microphone we had, was my home microphone that I used when I used to play video games. The camera was just a DSLR I had. Kevin's light he had from like his videos, and everything. We didn't buy a single thing to start the podcast. Now we're 10 episodes in, 10 weeks in now.
That's true.
Which
we
is
wanted
unreal.
to go out. We wanted episode 10, the double digits, to be a big one, so we upgraded before that one.
Yeah, and we dropped about $552 into gear, which makes me so excited. And a lot of people say, oh, me and Kevin don't work. We absolutely do work. We work hard for our money, and we worked hard for this. So we're going to keep working hard for it because we want it to do well. I just got like shivers. That was hype.
This is so cool.
But yeah, like I said, these mics were each 100. We got the stands for like 15, 20. Had to get the cables, which was a little bit more, and then the main podcast recorder, which was another like 150.
And then we also, since we changed the audio setup, because we had Jake's Blue Yeti plugged into his camera, right? That's how it was.
That's exactly how it was.
And so now that we have we're recording the audio separately, we finally could set up 2 cameras. So now we have my camera and Jake's camera.
Yeah.
I do feel bad because one's pointed right at me and then one's pointed at both. There's not one pointed at Jake. So
It's no
Emily,
big deal.
keep donating. We can get a 3rd camera.
Yeah, shout out when we were doing our live before we got banned or something, like shut down. There was this person that stopped by named Emily, and we want to shout them out for donating to us, which is like so cool on our first
Very
live.
nice. Thank you.
But yeah, let's get into another topic.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So this one, it's a video.
You have a great lineup of topics. I'm so
This is a good
excited.
one. The name of the article: Florida man twerks to get judges' attention.
Florida man.
So I'll cut the video's a couple minutes long, but I will play the video on screen for you guys. So the backstory of the video, where did it start? A man was arrested for some petty crime. I don't remember what it was. And in the court, he was kind of far away from the judge, and they had mics that they would use to communicate. Like, there was a mic in front of the judge, and then it would amplify to a speaker, and the same for the other guy. And the guy being arrested. And he kept talking over everyone. And they cut out his mic. Apparently they do that sometimes. So he would stop speaking over people. And he was trying to get the judge's attention. And since speaking wasn't working, he took to the next thing that he could think of, which is quite devious if you ask me.
Quite
So,
devious. Okay.
He's trying to get the judge's attention, and
Oh
he
my
can't
God.
speak to her. So
Florida man. That's not real. It's just not real.
he got her attention.
Bro, what is happening? Bro was into it too.
He was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He was moving his thing.
Bro
back
put his
there.
back into it, bro.
Pretty impressive.
Oh my God. That, like, what?
He definitely got her attention.
Do you know what kind of like crime he committed? You didn't.
It
you
said it in the beginning. It was.
You're good. No, I mean, no
I
worries.
think. It was
So
like
official.
Oh. Grand theft, burglary, and trespassing.
Oh my God.
So not that
Wait,
much of petty crimes.
That's it's pretty deep crime.
But the guy was kind of funny because I watched the whole clip before, and he
Yeah.
was like joking about it. He's like, "Man, get me out of here!" Like he was
Really?
like yelling and stuff like that. So it makes sense that they cut off his mic, but it was pretty funny how they what he did. He could have just went like this, but he
Yeah.
decided to throw it back.
I guess like I don't know. I guess it's just a fun personality, man.
Yeah, for a
For a
It's kind of
criminal.
weird. He's like a dangerous criminal, but he can twerk so well.
Yeah. And yo, it's funny how the lady instantly went, just looked right.
His method worked. You can't.
I'm
knock
not
him
hating,
for it.
bro. I'm not hating. But that's a classic Florida man story.
It is. Do you know why there's so many Florida man stories?
No.
It's because I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is right. There's a law, or there's not a law in Florida that allows all of their cases to be public information.
Oh my God.
So the issue is people are just as crazy everywhere, but no one hears about them. So everyone just hears about the Florida cases.
Do you know what? I think I heard of that. And I think that's true.
Which kind of ruins it because you think of Florida as like some zombie apocalypse overrun
Yeah.
area, but
I'm going to
So, yeah.
still think about it as like that crazy
Florida man.
area.
It's like the guy with Dave Portnoy. I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Oh my
he was from
God. I
Florida,
saw
the,
that.
the guy with no arms.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's so funny that it comes back around to Okay, I'm not saying names for him, so I can't look at it. But that is so funny. For everyone that doesn't know what we're talking, Dave Portnoy, the owner of Barstool Sports, does his pizza review like one bite. Everyone knows the rules. And one episode, a homeless man with no arms, wheeling a suitcase, like the strap went just like up into his sleeve and it was trailing behind him, walked by him and said something. And it went like viral because the guy had a suitcase he was pulling with no arms, and Dave Portnoy was like, "How's he pulling that?"
Yeah.
And then that was, how long ago was that?
Sorry, I'm just checking on the mics.
Would you say that was 2 years ago, maybe before the pandemic?
Yeah, probably about that.
And then just recently, within the last couple of weeks, the guy, there was a news article that went around, homeless man with no arms stabbed and killed someone using his feet. So it was the same guy, which is pretty funny, and Dave Portnoy reposted and everything, which is crazy.
That is like unreal.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
They're just getting stabbed
Well,
with someone using their feet.
Yeah, can we rewind? The first crazy thing about that is like how did he just so happen to be in Dave Portnoy's video? Like,
And he could have been anywhere. He
Exactly.
just happened to walk through a pizza review.
and second off, How does someone get stabbed by another person with their feet?
Was he laying in like a ghillie suit maybe? And he just went.
Bro must have had the knife between his toes. Like, could you imagine?
I don't
Yo,
have that
like
much
this,
room.
and you have a knife, and it's just like, yeah.
Can you move your legs that fast though? Could you like repeatedly stab someone and you have to get it in and out? I don't know how that would work.
I guess when you don't have like arms, you figure out a way, man.
He does do everything with his feet.
Bro.
Fuck.
Oh
A
man.
dirty thought. Okay, so I will get into another
Yeah.
topic.
Is it a Florida man?
No,
Ah.
it is a. What state was this? Fuck, where was it? South. I don't remember. It says it in the article somewhere, and I can't find. Oklahoma. So just as bad. Man accused of killing friend claims it was to stop him from summoning Sasquatch.
What? Killed?
Yes. He killed
Oh
his
my
friend.
god.
So
I just don't believe this.
it explains most of it in the first couple paragraphs. So I'll just read through it real quick. In Oklahoma, Nodler, it's a type of fishing. It explains it a little bit. Was arrested and reportedly confessed to killing his fishing partner, claiming he did it to stop Bigfoot from coming to eat him.
Bro.
Larry Doyle Sanders, 53 years old, has been noodling. It's a way of catching catfishing with your hand. Like, have you ever seen that? They put their hand in the water and they go like this.
Yeah.
So that's what he was doing with his friend, with Jimmy Knighton, also 53, along the South Canadian River in Pontotoc County on Saturday. Larry claimed that while at the river, he discovered Jimmy intended to feed him to Bigfoot/Sasquatch. Larry indicated Jimmy attempted to get away from him so that Sasquatch could eat Larry. So I guess Larry assumed his friend Jimmy was getting away from him, so Bigfoot would come and then eat Larry.
Bro.
Sanders allegedly choked Knighton to death near the river, then went home and confessed to his daughter, who was dating Knighton's son. I didn't read that part. He appeared to be under the influence of something, Sheriff John Christian told KTEN. His statement was that Mr. McKnight had summoned Bigfoot to come and kill him. That's why he had to kill Mr. Knighton.
Okay, I was gonna say, if bro wasn't bugging, how was that
bugging
possible?
upstairs somewhere?
Oh, dude, he
He
must
wasn't
have been
on something.
He was bugging off the spoon.
That's crazy.
Like, what?
What I think... that is a real threat, though. Bigfoot coming to eat you is a serious threat. We
No, it
can't
is.
graze over that.
No, we're not laughing about that.
So, do you really blame him?
I don't.
I would have done it to you, to be totally honest.
You would have?
Yeah. If you were trying to get Bigfoot to... Actually, I wouldn't, because I would want to get a picture of Bigfoot and post it on TikTok.
And then would you kill me?
Or I'd let you kill me.
Oh,
Or no, wait.
you want to stay alive? If you want to post a picture,
I'd die to Bigfoot. If I was going
Really?
to die, I would die to Bigfoot.
that's a good way to go.
As
out.
long as I got evidence before it, though.
Facts.
Because then it's fucking pointless.
Yeah, but like, if you how would you get it up? You know, like you're running away from Bigfoot. You're like tapping
I guess I'd go
Instagram. You're
live
like,
on O3 FM.
upload.
And be like, who joined Alex, Emily, Cameron, Jess? Look, help! Bigfoot's chasing me.
Yeah.
And then then we get it cuts out. Like maybe that's just what happened. Maybe Bigfoot attacked us while we were filming before.
Dude, and we also couldn't get our screen to work, so maybe Bigfoot cut our Wi-Fi connection off.
Maybe is he that smart?
He might be.
Is there more
Dude.
than one? Is Bigfoot a species, or is there just one terrorizing the planet?
And also, is Bigfoot an alien?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
How is Bigfoot related to the what's the snow one called?
Yeti?
The Yeti. Are they related, or is they just like they're just two things that happen to be similar?
I think
Is there one Bigfoot?
I think they're the same.
Is it like Notch and Herobrine?
a Yeti is just a Sasquatch with snow on it.
Did a little cocaine.
Yo, it's skiing the mountains. It's skiing the mountains.
This
That's
is kind of
jokes.
old. And I'm gonna try to find it. It just
Okay.
popped in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, you probably heard about this. I don't know how old it is. A
Mhm.
bear consumed 70 pounds of cocaine, like a
Oh my
wild
God.
bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at that, for the last, I don't know how long it survived before it. Obviously, it was $14 million worth of cocaine that the bear
Mhm.
consumed, and I don't know how long before it died. But it was saying that for the few hours that the bear was alive, is the most dangerous apex predator humanity's ever seen.
I can't even imagine 70 pounds of cocaine. That is lethal. That is
That is-
lethal.
it doesn't say anything else about that. But imagine like you're a hunter, like a bear hunter. You go out, you shoot a bear, it turns around, its face is covered in white stuff, and you go like, ah, and like jumps at you like the whole distance, and one swipe rips you into
One fell
shreds.
swoop.
Fuck.
Dude, I wonder in that case if they either A, tried to like contain it, or B, just like left it alone to die. Because you are dying from 70 pounds of cocaine, obviously.
yeah.
But like, what did they do? Did they just like leave it to die, or were they like, bro?
I think it died relatively.
Sorry, I
sooner.
keep checking this. I want to make sure the vitals are good. I'm gonna have to turn you up a little.
Pablo Escobar is what someone called it.
I'll turn you
Apparently,
up.
it's going to be turned into a
There we go.
movie.
What? The bear?
Yeah, Paddington.
what?
The bar.
The bar?
Paddington 3.
Wait, what? Bro, that's a joke.
I know, no.
Oh,
that
okay.
that part of it was.
Oh,
What? It's talking about the guy.
I thought you were
Sep-
serious. That's mad.
September 11th, 1985, an old man in Kentucky woke up and went outside where he found the corpse of a man in his driveway, which would have been an unusual start to a Wednesday evening if the corpse wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest and strapped to a parachute.
What?
It was like a that was just a small part of the assemble, which included night vision goggles, several handguns, and around $14 million worth of cocaine. The elderly gentleman phoned the police, as you well might in the situation, who identified the body as Andrew C. Thornton II, a former paratrooper, narcotics officer, and lawyer who combined these. He became a drug smuggler, so I guess this was the guy that had all of the cocaine on him.
Oh my god.
I don't know where it starts in the article about the bear, but yeah, that that'd been crazy if you had to hunt him down.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever seen, because you're reminding me of all this, like, paraphernalia talk. Have you ever seen the live PD videos where they, like, pull somebody over for, like, speeding, and then it turns out that, like, there's, like, 10 pounds of cocaine in their trunk?
What the fuck? No.
Okay, well, you could absolutely find these videos on, like, YouTube, but there's people that are casually driving over the speed limit and moving drugs, right? If you're doing something like that, why would you be breaking other laws that put you in danger for potentially giving up that?
It's so people. Are
I'm not
so
trying to
fucking
defend these
stupid.
people because I literally think they're stupid, but you'd think they'd have one brain cell to think, let me not speed, to kind of cover that.
I was watching actually, before I forget, I don't remember who it was, but they like, you don't have to take an IQ test to be a criminal.
Yeah.
Remember the massacre? Not the massacre. The ranch in Texas, Waco, Texas, with the cult leader. Or
I
whatever.
heard about it.
So following that, there was an anti-government. I forget what his name was. It was like a kid who used to be in the military and then like flunked out of special training and then became like an anti-government. I don't know what they're called. Activist, anarchy, whatever. And he blew up a U.S. government building in one state somewhere, and he killed like 130 people. And he drove up in a rental truck with a bomb in it, walked across the street, and then when he got into an alley, he started running, and then he had a getaway car, but he didn't have a fucking license plate on the car.
Getaway car?
Yeah. So he got pulled over, and then they connected him to the crime.
Dude.
What a fucking idiot. Like,
People, I don't know. It makes no sense to me.
it doesn't make any sense.
Do you know what's pretty crazy? A lot of these crimes that, like we hear about these dumb crimes, but a lot of the crimes that we don't hear about, they probably got away no problem. Think about that.
That is weird. Like however many there's probably so many serial killers, because there's a list of you can see how many serial killers there are.
Yeah.
But who knows? Because the good ones haven't been caught.
Yeah. But like, dude, if there was some sort of like jewelry heist or something, and people are smart, they're taking a couple watches, like $1,000 watches, like tens of $1,000 watches, and they're getting away with that, no problem.
Yeah, and then just no one knows.
Yeah. So there's criminals out there that we don't know of. How crazy is that?
I was just thinking something else, but I can't remember what it is. But it is weird to think about how much shit could be stolen or how much stuff could have been done.
Yeah.
But no one has any idea.
I know. It's kind of wild.
Weird to think about.
It's
yeah,
kind of wild.
It is.
Because like I used to watch this guy on like Instagram and YouTube. He was an ex convict or felon, and he used to do heists, like whole ass bank heists, like jewelry, like GTA type stuff, like literally playing a video game. I don't want to get hate for that. No, I'm just messing.
What kind of video game? There was no explanation to this clip.
Yeah, I saw that comment. But yeah, he talks about all of his stories because he served his time in jail and he's like reformed now. But he speaks about his times doing these heists and stuff. And he says like he doesn't regret it or anything.
Was it the guy that the movie was made about on Netflix?
Maybe, I'm not too sure.
Do you remember what the guy's name was?
I have no clue.
Did he rob Fenway Park?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know. I didn't know that much about him, to be honest.
Okay.
I just remember listening to his stories.
Because I was wondering if we saw like the same clips.
Yeah.
If we're thinking of the same person.
I'll have to do research and we'll talk about it next episode.
The guy I'm thinking of, there's a movie about him on Netflix.
Oh, that's
it's called
dope.
The Town with Ben Affleck. It's actually a really good movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to watch.
So I'm trying to look at any other.
That's dope.
We could talk about ghost encounters, which I hate to say it. I don't remember who said it in the live, but someone recommended that we talk about it.
I think it was.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forget. Who was it? I forget too, honestly.
I don't remember.
Somebody said to talk about ghost encounters. Do you have any? Because I have one that comes to mind that is like, I'm not a big fan of all that, and I have a pretty good one.
I'm trying to think if I have like
I know a story you can tell.
the Skinwalker one.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't have to name names, but
there's another story I'm trying to think of where something happened in my house because I've seen like obviously you've seen like the shadows and
yeah.
You tell your story real quick and I'll think of.
Okay. So, when I was younger, me and my family went to this resort. We were going skiing up in Vermont, and we went to this resort called the Equinox, and very old building. Really, really cool. Just really old, and it was really fun. And so we stayed, and we had a great time. And we stayed in the completely top of the thing. It was like an attic turned into a hotel room.
What the fuck?
So we were, out of like hundreds of rooms, we were put in this attic, right? And so we stayed there a couple nights, I remember. And on the last night, me and my brother were in the pool, and my mom and dad were like sitting beside the pool. And my mom, for some reason, was looking into the hotel because I don't know if she wanted to like look into more details or like wanted to rebook. But she found out it was one of the most haunted hotels, I want to say, in Vermont, let alone the U.S.
Do you remember what the name of the hotel was?
It was the Equinox.
Did you just say that? Because that sounds really familiar.
What?
Equinox?
Yeah. No, that's the name.
Because I asked you. And
Oh,
then you
yeah.
said
I know. I
Equinox?
mentioned it earlier on.
Okay. Because
So, yeah, the Equinox. And so they found out that it was haunted, but they didn't tell me and
it's
my
the most
brother.
haunted hotel in Vermont.
Okay. So they found out that night when we were in the pool, and they didn't tell us because me and my brother would have flipped out. We were younger, and we I don't like that kind of stuff. Next morning at breakfast, my mom and dad told me and my brother and I, and I like flipped out. Like
we backflip, Jake flipped out.
Bro, I was like flipping out. I was like, and that was when we were at breakfast, so we had to go back up to the room to get our stuff. I'm like, I'm not going back up. I don't want anything to do with it. And to break it down, there's a couple things that went down, and then there's one thing that really secured this story.
Sink.
Big sink. Okay, so I'm leaving off with the ghost story, and I said there was like a couple indicators that kind of caused like this thing to be crazy. So the first thing was it was before we found out that it was haunted. We found broken glass in the room after one morning. So
what the fuck? Wait, did you say how long you stayed there for?
A couple nights.
Okay.
So, dude, like let's say the first night, like we went to bed, nothing. We found broken glass the next morning in the bedroom.
What the fuck?
So it could have only broken when we were in there. Like obviously we're not leaving overnight, which is first off just unreal. The second thing was that okay, so yeah, my brother and I, we went down to the arcade by ourselves. Our parents let us, because this was, again, before we figured out it was haunted. We went down to the arcade by ourselves, and it was this, like, little, kind of small, dinky little room, some games, right? And we're playing some games, and we remember this boy walk in, like a younger boy than us, so maybe, like, 8 or 9 at the time. Young boy walks in, doesn't say a word, and he kind of just starts watching us. And, like, me and Christian were young, so we were kind of, like, shy. So we didn't say a word, right? Kid, like, is following us to all these games. We're going to all these games. Didn't say a word. So I'm, like, starting to look at him, like, questioning that.
Get the fuck out of here, kid.
Yeah. And then, honestly, me and Christian started to get spooked. And I think we both kind of, like recognized that without saying it. and we walked away, and the kid started following us on the way out. And we walked out of the arcade room, and the kid was following us out the doorway. We made a left. We walked 5 feet, and I turned around, and the kid was not there.
What the fuck?
And we just went up. We thought it was weird at the time, but after my parents told me that it was haunted, it scared the hell out of me.
That's fucking... It gets
And
10
then-
times creepier after you hear that it's haunted.
This is the final thing that's insane.
Final countdown.
Yeah, so we told you that I told you that we were in an attic, right? So it was literally like you open the hotel door and you go up like a pretty big flight of stairs, right? And then you're in the room, the attic room. And this attic had 2 windows on the left side of when you're walking up these stairs. The first window was like above the first step. So the window must have been like 10 feet taller than the staircase. So there was 10 feet of wall and then the window. And then you keep going up the stairs, and there was another window, which you could stand and see out of.
I feel like I know what you're going to fucking say.
My family, when we were leaving the building, my mom, and this was after finding out it was haunted, she's like, wait, stop the car. I want to take a picture of our room in case we see anything. And there's nothing in the windows or anything. And we take the picture, and later on we upload it to the computer. And right there in the window that is 10 feet above the stairs.
Goosebumps covered my body.
Is a little boy in the window.
Fuck no.
I'm not even kidding. I'm literally like kind of shivering thinking about it. There's a little boy, and there's a little also blob. It almost looks like a dog, but there was a fucking little boy in the window.
Nah.
I don't like that. That's for
creepy.
That's for whoever asked the story. I literally get goosebumps from that.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah. But I don't know. To this day, I'm like spooked.
I don't have anything scary like that.
And what can like explain that?
Tall ass kid.
I don't know, man.
Ghost or a tall ass kid.
Yeah.
Unless he like fell and was like hanging on. Maybe he built a ramp.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, you want to jump into your story?
So it's not my story. It's Joey. You know Joey, obviously.
Yeah.
And his house, apparently his brother's, I think now wife, is, she's a medium. Like the people that can see.
Yeah, a medium.
What did I say?
I think
medium?
you said median. I think you said medium.
No. Like they can see, for anyone who doesn't know, you can see like the afterlife and the present life.
Yeah, they see things that normal people don't.
Yeah, like you can see ghosts and shit like that. And they've always had issues with their house. Like Joey said he's seen people stand in his doorway and it hasn't been his parents. Like not crazy scary stuff, but enough stuff to like always have the gear turning in your head.
Yeah.
And because they have a couple ghost hunting things. Like what's the thing that you hold in your hand and it
I know
lights up.
I know
for the
exactly
signal.
what you're talking about. I forget what it's called.
He joined Discord on his phone and he went into his basement. Wait. Okay, so before that, his what's his brother's wife's name to him? What is it called? His sister-in-law? Whatever.
Yeah.
His brother's wife went into the
that.
basement and looked, and I don't know how the whole process works, but she saw a guy in the corner of their basement yelling for help. My body's covered in goosebumps.
My God.
On fire. I have
What?
chills now. And Joey looked it up, and before his house was built, the house before burned down. And the guy died in the basement. So she saw him burning in the basement.
The medium.
Yeah. Like saw the guy in the corner like burning, dying. So Joey, they knew that and they're always, okay, so now they're really fucking spooked out like all the time. So Joey joins on his phone, turns his camera on, he's like walking through his basement and he has the thing in his hand and he's like on Discord on his phone, on speaker, and Sean yells, "If someone's down here, go to red." So, it goes like, there's like a couple green lights and then the yellow lights and then the red ones. Sean's like, "If someone's down here, go to red." The thing's sitting at green, shoots up to red, holds it and drops back down. And we all fucking scream. And Joey's like, "Fuck no," and then runs out of his basement.
I would be out so fast.
Fucking scary. And I was like, we got to sleep down there. Like, we got to do an overnight in his basement. It's like, there's black mold. We can't.
Oh my God. That's scary. I'm literally, I have crazy chills right
even
now.
not like I wasn't even in the basement with him. I was just watching him do it. I saw it happen. I was like, fuck. I was petrified.
Yeah.
Did it just hit the corner?
No, it didn't.
Oh,
It's close. Yeah, I know you have one more story, but maybe hold it for next episode.
I will save it.
It's a good one.
It's been a long one.
It's been a great podcast. I'm incredibly excited.
I had so much fun.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna call it at that. Cheers to episode 10. Get ready for some lives on TikTok. So if you guys follow us on TikTok, definitely be ready for that.
See the behind the scenes, a little off camera. Show that me and Jake are not actually NPCs and we're real human beings.
Yeah, yo, for all of our TikTok fucking haters out there, we are not NPCs. We live real lives.
We are.
And maybe just join one of our lives to see. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This was episode 10, amazing episode. Thank you for all the support we've been getting. It's been absolutely unreal. I think I speak for Jake. It's awesome seeing that you guys love us. Yo, we
So
know we
dope.
get hate, but the positive comments mean so much to us, and we love it. So thank you guys so much.
So incredibly dope. We will see you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out, guys.
Thank you for watching.